Yes, friends, please confirm. Is it audible? Please write in the chat box. Please confirm. Is it audible? Please write in the Okay, so a very good morning to all of you students. So now today I'm going to, I will say that is proceed further. So that is one of the important topics I will say in GK, in general knowledge section. So I will say that one or two questions definitely comes from here. Okay. So other than static, I will say that is that important personalities. uh, Other than this, so the personalities which are in news also, so that are also important. So we are going to cover in this series also the newsmakers, I will say the important personality in current years. Okay, last year or this year, so some important names we will cover. So before uh, going to, I will say that is current personalities that is in news, so we need to know about the various personalities that are on the, I will say, that are on the higher ranks in India. So that is firstly I am going to cover with respect to India only. So as you know students, so last time we have discussed about India's who's and who. Okay, and this was I have discussed with you, so that is judiciary, executive and legislature, MP MLA we have discussed. Parliament hota hai, state legislature hota hai. Parliament two houses, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. State legislature, that is, I will say, that is that is legislative assembly and legislative council, so MLA and MLC. And in the state, the structure is like this: governors, chief minister, state council of minister, then advocate general of the state. And In the union, I will say in the central government part, president, then vice president, then prime minister, then central council of ministers, and then attorney general of India, or further solicitor general of India also. Then in the judiciary part, we discussed about Supreme Court, High Court, and various subordinate courts, which comes under High Court, then Supreme Court. So this is the order you should know. Law making power is with legislature. Executive, they have to implement, and if the law is not according to the constitution, then the judiciary has the power. Then judiciary has the power to abolish that law. Am I clear, friend? So these are some of the main organs, I will say. And presidents, last time I have also discussed first president Rajendra Prasad, first Muslim president Zakir Hussain. In the current, I will say that is only female president till now in India, that is Pratibha Patil. Of course, questions have been asked like this. Questions have been asked from this list. I will say this list is very important. And even I will say they will give you some term and you need to identify the president. So you need to remember this list. Okay, then current, that is Ramnath Kovind. Current president of India is Ramnath Kovind. So similarly, you can remember like this. Okay, so next is one of the important president is APJ Abdul Kalam. So that is Abul Pakir Jainuddin Abdul Kalam. Okay, also known as Missile Man of India, was the 11th president of India, and his three books are very important: India 2020, Wings of Fire, Ignited Minds. Also Bharat Ratna awardee in 1997. Am I clear, student? So this is, I will say, an important president. He was an important personality for us. Then vice president in current, the vice president is M. Venkaiah Naidu, vice president. So first was Sarpalli Radhakrishnan. Again, Zakir Hussain is there, and in current, that is M. Venkaiah Naidu. So vice president also becomes the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha also. Okay, so vice president is important for us. Then prime minister, first prime minister Jawaharlal Nehru, then Gulzarilal Nanda, first female prime minister Indira Gandhi, and in current, that is Narendra Modi. Okay, so that is important for us. Then some cabinet ministers who are holding, I will say, some important ministries, that is Home Minister, Ministry of Home Affairs, so that is headed by Home Minister, so that is Amit Shah. Then Defense Ministry, that is Ministry of Defense, headed by Defense Minister, that is Rajnath Singh. Ministry of Finance, Nirmala Sitharaman. Foreign Minister, or I will say that is Ministry of External Affairs or External Affairs Minister, so that is S Jaishankar, Videsh Mantri. Road Transport and Highway Minister Nitin Gadkari. Smriti Irani, Women and Child Development Minister. Law and Justice, Communication and Electronics and IT Minister. Okay, so that is Ravi Shankar Prasad. Very important, I will say. Law Minister, IT Minister, Electronics Minister. So see, sometimes in news there will be these, I will say this, apps like Facebook and other companies are in news. So IT becomes important for us. So IT becomes important for us. Okay, so Ravi Shankar Prasad is became will become important for us. Piyush Goyal, Railway Minister, Commerce and Industry. Environment Minister is also important for us. That is Prakash Javadekar. Okay, then after that, that is, I will say, that is Raisina Hills. That is Prime Minister's office. So it look like this. And Narendra Modi heading these ministries. That is Personal, Public Grievances and Pension, Atomic Energy Department, and Space Department. So important for us. So sometimes they will directly ask you this question, so you need to have a look at this. So similarly, I have discussed with this who are heading which ministry. Reservation issue, Thawarchand Gehlot, that is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Okay, so Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar, I have already discussed. Rural Development, Panchayati Raj, Food Processing. Finance Ministry, then I have discussed this Road Transport, Highway, Defense, Law, Justice, Home Affairs. External Affairs, Tribal Affairs, Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan, Railway Minister Piyush Goyal, Minority Affairs, that is Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. Okay, Coal Minister, I will say that is Prahlad Joshi. Then Petroleum, Natural Gas and Steel, that is Dharmendra Pradhan. Environment, again Prakash Javadekar. Women Development, Textile. Education Minister, again that is Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank. So I have already discussed these personalities in detail in the last class also. So let's have a glance. very quickly on this. So Jal Shakti Ministry, that is Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. Very important, I will say. Skill development and entrepreneurship, that is Mahendra Nath Pandey. Giriraj Singh, always in news, that is animal husbandry, dairying and fisheries. So some ministers of state that are holding independent charge, Ayush minister, that is Shripad Yaso Nayak. So sir, who are ministers of state, who are cabinet minister, what are the difference between these? So we are going to study in polity. Okay, so firstly you should know the names. That is Kiren Rijiju, I will say. Kiren Rijiju. So that is Youth Affairs and Sports Minister. Okay, so who is our sports minister? That is Kiren Rijiju. Then Power Minister, I will say that is Rajkumar Singh, Ministry of Power. Okay, Shipping Ministry, Mansukh Lal Mandviya. Then Smart City Mission, that is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. कौन है? That is Shri Hardeep Singh Puri. Civil Aviation, Hardeep Singh Puri. Okay, Ministry of Culture and Tourism, Prahlad Singh Patel. So some more ministers I will say. So those were important. I have already discussed with you. So those were important. I have already discussed with you. Now constituency matters for us. नरेंद्र मोदी वाराणसी यूपी, राजनाथ सिंह लखनऊ उत्तर प्रदेश, अमित शाह गुजरात गांधीनगर गुजरात, नितिन गडकरी that is Nagpur Maharashtra. Again question has been asked, so you need to remember these, I will say, constituency names also. Okay, so please have a glance at this. I have already uploaded this document, I will say, on the Google Drive. Okay, so from there you can download this PDF. Yes, again there are 8 UTs I will say, and there are 28 states in India, and 8 UTs that are, I will say, who are the lieutenant governors and administrators. So you have to remember their names, so that are important for us. Of course, Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh is important for us. Here the rank is lieutenant governor, so that is Shri Manoj Sinha related to Jammu and Kashmir, and Shri Radhakrishna Mathur, that is lieutenant governor Ladakh. So that are important for us. And other than this, in Delhi also Lieutenant Governor, that is Anil Bajal, always in news. And Andaman and Nicobar, not much in news. So that is Admiral D.K. Joshi. So other than these 3 UTs, so administrator in Chandigarh, Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, and Lakshadweep. So you need to remember their names. Okay. 28 states, again I will say, in those states in which recently elections were held, so their chief minister's name are important for us. Okay students, so their chief minister's name, like in Assam recently there were elections, so new chief minister is Hemant Biswa Sharma, so that's important name for us, I will say. And other than this, Kerala, so Shri P Vijayan again is important. Then Puducherry N. Rangaswamy. Then Tamil Nadu M.K. Stalin. Tamil Nadu M.K. Stalin and West Bengal Mamta Banerjee. Of course, the exams which are coming, so these I will say 4 to 5 chief ministers' name are important for us. Okay. So similarly, you can remember this governor names also. Of course, one mark question can be asked from this list. Now, judges of Supreme Court, I have already discussed last time. So, maximum strength of the judges in Supreme Court can be 31. So that is, I will say, that is 30 judges and one Chief Justice of India. So that will be 31 judges. Okay. So who is the current Chief Justice of India? I will say that is Mr. Justice N.V. Ramanna. So Justice N.V. Ramanna is important for us. Okay, so current Chief Justice of India, Justice N.V. Ramanna, is very important for us. So please try to memorize this. And other than this, who is the female judge present currently in Supreme Court? So that is Justice Indira Banerjee, who will retire in 2022, September 2022. Okay. So these two names I will say from Supreme Court are important for us. So question can be asked. So who is the present, that is female judge serving in Supreme Court? So that is Miss Indira Banerjee. Yes, maximum strength can be 31, but we are having till now that is 27 sitting judges. Okay. Then coming to defense. So first is Chief of Defense Staff. So newly created post. So who is Chief of Defense Staff? So that is General Bipin Rawat. Then Chief of Army Staff General Manoj Mukund Narwane. Then Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhadoria. Chief of Naval Staff, that is CNS Admiral Karambir Singh. So these four posts are important for us, I will say. Okay. So these four names are very important for us. So you have to remember their names in case if someone retires, and these I will say, so you need to also make your notes and you have to update those notes. Okay. So these are some important names from defense. Then member of parliament I have already discussed with you. So that is 550 members now, because two Anglo-Indian, yes, that is I will say two additional members of Anglo-Indian community nominated by President of India on advice of government in India was abolished in January 2020. That is by 104th Constitutional Amendment Act 2019. Again, very important question. This constitutional amendment can be asked. So which was the Constitutional Amendment Act? So that is 104. ओके, तो पहले कितना था लोकसभा का? दैट इज 552. अब कितना रह गया है सर? 550. So that is Lok Sabha has a sitting capacity of 515. Earlier it was 552, but through 104th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2019, the two additional members of Anglo-Indian community, which were to be nominated by President of India, has been abolished through this amendment. Am I clear, students? So this is again important for us. ओके, सो मैक्सिमम सिटिंग कैपेसिटी 550. पार्लियामेंट की बिल्डिंग को क्या बोला जाता है? दैट इज संसद भवन. क्या बोला जाता है? संसद भवन. सो अगेन in world we are having various parliaments and their names are important for us, and for Indian parliament building, so name is Sansad Bhavan. So you need to remember that. Okay. So again, that is, so this is the table which you need to remember. Lok Sabha, so MP is elected for 5 years, member of elected for 5 years, and that is 6 years. This is permanent house, this is not permanent. After 5 years there will be elections. And see, that is members are elected directly by elected representatives of state legislative assembly. Okay, members are elected directly by the people. So this is the difference. Qualification is almost same, and if age is, that is minimum age to become member of Lok Sabha, that is 25 years. For Rajya Sabha it is 30 years. 550, 250. So which is the, I will say, which is which session of Lok Sabha is going on? So that is 17th Lok Sabha from 2019 is going on. Okay, so it will be up to 2024. 17th Lok Sabha. So already I have discussed this. So Rajya Sabha क्या होता है, Lok Sabha क्या होता है? In the last class I have already discussed this. Okay, so maximum 250 members, 238 members represent state, and UT 12 nominated by president. Okay, so this is important. Then Lok Sabha, same with Lok Sabha also. Then MLA and MLCs, that is member of legislative assembly and member of legislative council. Okay, so for every state there is a legislature which consists of a governor and either one or two houses. Like in parliament we are having Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, two houses, lower house and upper house. So similarly in state, the houses can be bicameral or unicameral. So till now up to these 6 states are having bicameral legislature. So they are having legislative assembly and legislative council also, that is Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad both. That is Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Telangana, and Uttar Pradesh have bicameral legislature. Okay, with the remaining states have a unicameral one. West Bengal to set up soon. ओके, तो रिसेंटली ममता बनर्जी ने बोला था कि हम बाय कैमरल लेजिस्लेचर करेंगे अपने यहाँ पर। ओके, सो दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस। सो अगेन, कौन प्रिसाइड करता है लोकसभा को? दैट इज लोकसभा स्पीकर। सो फर्स्ट लोकसभा स्पीकर वाज whom? So that was GV Mavlankar. Then other than GV Mavlankar, there are two female speakers till now. So that is Shrimati Meera Kumar to 2009 to 2014. And other than Meera Kumar, so there was Sumitra Mahajan also. Okay, so after Meera Kumar, Sumitra Mahajan. Then after Sumitra Mahajan, there is Om Birla. So Om Birla is the speaker in 17th Lok Sabha. Am I clear? Constituency कौन सी इनकी? कोटा बूंदी। So this is important for us. So सर, अगर स्पीकर से क्वेश्चन आएगा तो यार ये तीन ही क्वेश्चन बनेंगे स्पीकर से। जीवी मावलांकर, मीरा कुमार बनेगा, सुमित्रा महाजन और ओम बिड़ला। ठीक है, देन उसके बाद ये डिफरेंस आई हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड। सर, चेयरमैन कौन है राज्यसभा का? दैट इज एम वेंकैया नायडू, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया। डिप्टी चेयरमैन कौन है? दैट इज हरिवंश नारायण सिंह फ्रॉम जेडीयू। ओके, देन सिमिलरली फॉर लोकसभा, लोअर हाउस है, इसकी टर्म लिमिट 5 इयर्स है, इसकी 6 इयर्स है। इसके स्पीकर कौन है? ओम बिड़ला हैं। एम आई क्लियर और नॉट? यहां पर लीडर ऑफ द हाउस कौन है? दैट इज थावर चंद गहलोत, राज्यसभा में बीजेपी की तरफ से। ठीक है, और लीडर ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन कौन है? दैट इज मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे फ्रॉम इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस। अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट नेम, लीडर ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन। लीडर ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन यहां पर वेकेंट है। यहाँ पर लीडर ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन लोकसभा में वेकेंट है। कौन है लीडर ऑफ द हाउस? दैट इज नरेंद्र सिंह, दैट इज नरेंद्र मोदी। न्यू नंबर 2 इन राज्यसभा, दैट इज हरिवंश नारायण सिंह, डिप्टी चेयरमैन राज्यसभा। सो दीज वर, आई विल से, some persons we have discussed in the last class. Okay, students, so let's proceed further. Now after that I have discussed with you, so up to 2014, so there was a body that was planning commission, so it has been replaced now with Niti Aayog by this BJP government. So that is Niti stands for National Institution for Transforming India. Okay, so Niti Aayog chairperson is Prime Minister of India. So sometimes question directly asked, who is the chairperson of Niti Aayog? So that is Prime Minister of India, and vice chairman to be appointed by PM. Okay, so vice chairman कौन है? अभी डॉक्टर राजीव कुमार। अगेन अ इंपॉर्टेंट नेम, आई विल से अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नेम, डॉक्टर राजीव कुमार। ओके, कब फॉर्म हुआ था? फर्स्ट जनवरी 2015। अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, एस्टेब्लिश कब हुआ था? डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है, कई बार पूछा गया है, इवन डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है। हेडक्वार्टर न्यू दिल्ली। एम क्या है? टू फोस्टर इन्वॉल्वमेंट एंड पार्टिसिपेशन इन द इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी मेकिंग प्रोसेस बाय स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स ऑफ इंडिया। सी, इसका स्ट्रक्चर क्या है? इसका स्ट्रक्चर देखो आप क्या है। इस ये जो नीति आयोग है, इसमें चीफ मिनिस्टर्स भी अटेंड करते हैं इसे। ठीक है, तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है। गवर्निंग काउंसिल कौन कौन है? सीएम्स ऑफ ऑल स्टेट्स एंड लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर्स ऑफ यूटीज। सो दैट बिकम्स इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस। तो इसका जो वाइस चेयरमैन है और जो चेयरमैन है, उसका नेम कई बार डायरेक्टली पूछा गया स्टूडेंट्स क्वेश्चंस में, तो इस करके मैं काफी स्ट्रेस कर रहा हूं इस पर। सो क्वेश्चंस कैन बी डायरेक्टली आस्क्ड, सो दे आर वेरी इजी क्वेश्चंस, आई विल से। Then election commission, we have already talked about it. So there can be two election commissioners. There have to be two election commissioner and one chief election commissioner. Then one chief election commissioner is Shri Sushil Chandra. Very important name. Sushil Chandra is very important. Please revise his name. That is Sushil Chandra, who is the present chief election commissioner of India. That is Sushil Chandra. और ये 2022 तक रहेंगे। और अभी जो 2022 में जो पंजाब में इलेक्शंस आने हैं या और काफी स्टेट्स में इलेक्शन आने हैं, तो वो इनके अंडर ही होंगे। ठीक है, तो इनके अंडर ही आपका जो इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया है वो फंक्शन करेगा। So Niti Aayog, I have already discussed. Chairperson is important for us, so that is Prime Minister of India, chairperson of Niti Aayog, and vice chairman to be appointed by Prime Minister. So that is Rajiv Kumar. Is Rajiv Kumar, and then Election Commission of India in the last class I have discussed. So that is a constitutional body under Article 324, which conducts election for, I will say, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, that is post of member of parliament for both houses. So that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay, then you are having, they conduct elections for this state legislative assemblies also. So that is post of MLA, then president and vice president. Okay, so panchayats or municipal corporation elections are conducted by state election commission. तो हर स्टेट का अपना इलेक्शन कमीशन भी होता है, ठीक है, तो वो पंचायत और म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन से इलेक्शन कंडक्ट करवाता है, और ये एमपी के करवाता है, एमएलए करवाता है इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया, और किसके करवाता है, प्रेसिडेंट एंड वाइस प्रेसिडेंट। ठीक है, इसकी बिल्डिंग को क्या बोला जाता है, निर्वाचन सदन, कहां पर है, न्यू दिल्ली में। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस। नेशनल वोटर्स डे कब सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, दैट इज 25 जनवरी। कब सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, 25 जनवरी, क्योंकि 25 जनवरी 1950 को इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया बना था। सो इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया वाज फॉर्म्ड, आई विल से दैट इज 25 जनवरी 1950। सो नेशनल वोटर्स डे आप हर साल, सी देर आर इन अ मंथ देर आर वेरियस इंपॉर्टेंट डेज, so that is 25th January you have to remember for, that is this National Voters Day, that is related to Election Commission of India. So these are the terms of office and conditions of service. So this PDF I have already shared, and I have already discussed this about this. So that is term, maximum term of 6 years or age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. Okay, so the CEC and EC will retire, will hold the office for the term of 6 years or 65 years of age, whichever is earlier. ठीक है, तो इसके बारे में ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं स्टूडेंट्स। देन एक वन ऑफ द इलेक्शन कमिश्नर, दैट इज अशोक लवासा, when he was election commissioner, and he was appointed as Asian Development Bank vice president. Okay, again an achievement, so that is important for us. So recently, 2021, we celebrated 11th National Voters Day. Okay. Then who is the CAG of India? I will say that is Girish Chandra Murmu. Again, very important name, GC Murmu. Definitely question can be asked from these personality. One of these personality question will be there in the exam. Okay, students. So these are important for us. देन कौन नॉमिनेट करता है, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया, प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया अपॉइंट कौन करता है, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया। अगेन टर्म लेंथ क्या, सेम एज आई विल से इलेक्शन कमिश्नर और चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर, दैट इज 6 years और अप टू 65 years ऑफ एज, विच एवर इज अर्लियर। अगेन आई विल से आर्टिकल्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट, तो एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी है, दैट इज कौन से आर्टिकल में बताया गया इसके बारे में, कैग होना चाहिए, दैट इज कंट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया। सो दैट इज आर्टिकल 148 ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया। ठीक है, सबसे पहले कौन थे, दैट इज नरहरि राव। ओके, so that is important for us. So to audit all trading, manufacturing, profit and loss accounts and balance sheets, ठीक है, of union or of a state, so that is the function of CAG। कौन से आर्टिकल के अंडर आता है कि कैग होना चाहिए, दैट इज आर्टिकल 148। प्रेजेंटली कौन है, दैट इज जीसी मुर्मू। नॉमिनेट किसने किया, प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया। ओके, और अपॉइंटमेंट कौन देता है, दैट इज प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया। So that is important for us again. So these names, these I will say, if you are going to study about India, so firstly you should know these names, you should know these persons who are running this, who are running the country. So these names are important for us. Okay, तो इंडियन गवर्नमेंट का, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का जो भी बैलेंस शीट्स है, जो भी रेवेन्यू है, एक्सपेंडिचर है, जो भी बैलेंस शीट है, तो उनको ऑडिट कौन करता है, दैट इज कैग। सो दैट इज कंट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया। Okay, so Article 148 to 151 of Constitution of India deal with institution of CAG of India. Am I clear or not? So CAG is ranked 9th, so that is not important for us. The former Lieutenant Governor of UT of Jammu and Kashmir, GC Murmu, is the current Controller and Auditor General of India. Okay, सो जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, मनोज सिन्हा वी हैव डिस्कस्ड। सो करंट में कौन है अभी? मनोज सिन्हा, लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के। सो उनसे पहले कौन थे? गिरीश चंद्र मुर्मू। तो इनकी जगह किसको लेके आया गया है? मनोज सिन्हा। और जीसी मुर्मू को क्या बना दिया गया है? कैग ऑफ इंडिया। एम आई क्लियर? सो दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट। सो इज द 14th कैग ऑफ इंडिया। ही इज द 14th कैग ऑफ इंडिया। Okay, then again is related to RTI, that is right to information. That is, there is Chief Information Commission, that is केंद्रीय सूचना आयोग। अगर आपको गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के बारे में कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो कहां से आप कर सकते हो? सो दैट इज केंद्रीय सूचना आयोग। क्लियर है? तो हमारे चीफ इंफॉर्मेशन कमिश्नर कौन है करंट में? चीफ इंफॉर्मेशन कमिश्नर ऑफ इंडिया, सो दैट इज यशवर्धन कुमार सिन्हा। Again, a very important name. So, Central Information Commission includes one Chief Information Commissioner and not more than 10 Information Commissioners who are appointed by President of India. So that are important. कि सर एक चीफ इंफॉर्मेशन कमिश्नर होगा और इसके अलावा 10 तक इंफॉर्मेशन कमिश्नर हो सकते हैं, उससे ज्यादा नहीं होंगे। सो अगेन अ इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। ओके, so formed in 2005, formed in 2005. So students, up to this last time we have discussed, up to this last time we have discussed. So now we are going to discuss other than these we have discussed in the last lecture in detail. So I have already provided you the PDF. Now I am going to discuss with you some more important personalities. Yes. Next, I will say that is Reserve Bank of India. Yes, Reserve Bank of India, who is the which is the, I will say, the main bank of India, who is controlling other banks in India. So that is the Reserve Bank of India, RBI. Okay, so RBI current governor name is very important for us. So that is Shri Shakti Kanta Das. Question again in economy. First, you have to read this name. So this name is very important. Who is the current governor of Reserve Bank of India? So that is Shakti Kanta Das. Okay, students. Next, other than this, there are two more or other important names related to RBI. I will say Osborne Smith. That is first governor of RBI. Osborne Smith. And first Indian governor was C.D. Deshmukh. So these two names are important for us. Other than Shakti Kanta Das, who is the current serving governor, and Raghuram Rajan, Urjit Patel, Shaktikanta Das, D. Subbarao, Y.V. Reddy. So again, I will say these, Manmohan Singh. So these are some of the important names. So once you should have a glance on this list, and Shaktikanta Das is the current governor of RBI. Again, a important personality. Okay, so Apex Bank in India, so that is RBI. Okay, so first Indian governor RBI, C.D. Deshmukh. First governor of RBI, so that was Osborne Smith. My clear, friend? So what are the functions of RBI? So that is issue of bank notes, banker to government. गवर्नमेंट को अगर फाइनेंस पैसा चाहिए, मनी चाहिए, कहां से? आरबीआई। बैंक नोट्स इशू करने हैं, आरबीआई। फॉरेन एक्सचेंज की कस्टडी कौन देखेगा? दैट इज आरबीआई। लेंडर ऑफ लास्ट रिजोर्ट, दूसरे बैंक्स को भी अगर पैसा चाहिए, अदर बैंक्स, सो दैट इज आरबीआई। ओके, so RBI controls other banks in India also. Okay, so that is important for us. So that is Reserve Bank of India. So personalities related to Reserve Bank of India so are important for us. C.D. Deshmukh, first Indian governor. Osborne Smith, first governor of RBI. Current governor Shaktikanta Das. Other than this, Urjit Patel, Raghuram Rajan. So question can be framed like this: who have been governors of RBI? So if you have if you have looked at this list or remembered some of the names, so you can pick the answer. Okay, so at least you should have a glance on this list so that you can take the correct answer. So questions can be framed. Okay, so next is important personality I will say for India, that is NSA, National Security Advisor, that is Rashtriya Suraksha Salakar, senior official on the National Security Council of India and the chief advisor to Prime Minister of India on national security policy and international affairs. Again, student, this name always remain in news. So that is important for us. So who is the current NSA? That is Ajit Doval. कब से हैं ये? 2014 से. कब से हैं? 2014 से. इनसे पहले कौन था? That was शिव शंकर मेनन. That was शिव शंकर मेनन. So again, very important, that is fifth National Security Advisor of India. So fifth NSA hai Ajit Doval. Again, very important for us. Okay. So special advisor to PM. So he also remained director of RBI from 2004. RBI, sorry, of IB. So that is Intelligence Bureau. So he also remained director of Intelligence Bureau from 2004 to 2005. So NSA is important for us. NSA name is important for us, and NSA has the same rank as a Union Cabinet Minister. So NSA has the same rank as Union Cabinet Minister. Okay. Again, I will say important person, that is K.K. Venugopal. Questions have been asked from this. So that is, who is the current Attorney General of India? Who is the Solicitor General of India? Questions always come from this. So current Attorney General of India, so that is K.K. Venugopal. Am I clear or not, friends? Okay. Who is the appointer? That is President of India on advice of Union Cabinet. Term length up to pleasure of President. Yes. He कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इंस्ट्रूमेंट, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में कहां पर मेंशन है कि अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया होना चाहिए? सो दैट इज आर्टिकल 76 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. एम आई क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? सो आर्टिकल 76. देन फर्स्ट होल्डर वाज MC Stalwart and its deputy will be Solicitor General of India. So I will say, from the advocate's point of view, from the lawyer's point of view, there are two names important from union government side. So one is K.K. Venugopal and other one is Tushar Mehta. Okay, so K.K. Venugopal, so that is Attorney General of India, is the Indian government's chief legal advisor, and is primary lawyer in the Supreme Court of India from union, I will say union government, central government. Okay, they are appointed by President of India on the advice of Union Cabinet under Article 76 of the Constitution of India. So that they are important for us. So from center government side, so who will represent center government in Supreme Court? So that is this Attorney General of India. Okay, so 15th and current Attorney General is K.K. Venugopal. He was formally appointed with effect from 2017, and next one is Solicitor General of India. So that is subordinate to Attorney General. So subordinate to, I will say Attorney General. So that is Solicitor General of India. So current Solicitor General of India, so that is Tushar Mehta. So these two lawyers' names are important for us. So one is K.K. Venugopal and other one is Tushar Mehta. So questions directly come from this. Okay, so Article 76 again becomes important for us. See, post of Attorney General for India, which is a constitutional post under Article 76 of the Constitution of India, the post of Solicitor General and Additional Solicitor General are merely statutory. So they are not mentioned in the Constitution. So that is non-constitutional. Not mentioned in the Constitution. Okay, but you framed a law and you can appoint these Solicitor General and Additional Solicitor Generals. Am I clear, students? तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अकॉर्डिंग क्या होना चाहिए? अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया. ठीक है, उसको असिस्ट करने के लिए स्टेट्यूटरी आपने क्या किया? नॉन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोस्ट क्रिएट की, दैट इज सॉलिसिटर जनरल एंड एडिशनल. ओके, सो इज द करंट सॉलिसिटर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया, सो दैट इज तुषार मेहता, एंड अटॉर्नी जनरल चीफ लीगल एडवाइजर to government of India, so that is K.K. Venugopal. Am I clear, students? So again, this is important for us. K.K. Venugopal and Tushar Mehta are important for us. See here now. So these two names, always questions comes from this. You will see a question from this. K Venugopal and Tushar Mehta. Okay, friends. So let's move forward. I think let's discuss about these. Sushil Chandra, I have already discussed with you. See here now. Sushil Chandra. So this was the news in newspapers. Next, Chief Election Commissioner. So Sushil Chandra is a Chief Election Commissioner of India. I and under so he will retire in 2022. So in 2022 there will be elections in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Goa, Manipur, and Uttarakhand. Okay, so Election Commission of India will function under Sushil Chandra. So that is Chief Election Commissioner of India, and in 2022 we are going to have elections in these states. Okay, this we have already discussed. See, this is order of precedence of India. Order of precedence of India. So first, President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister. Then governors of state, former President, Deputy Prime Minister, no vacant. Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramanna, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Om Birla. Then cabinet ministers. Then holders of Bharat Ratna. Then judges of Supreme Court of India. Other than this, chief ministers and governors. That is on I will say eighth number, ninth judges of Supreme Court. So similarly, this is the order of precedence. So you can see this order of precedence. Now in this order of precedence, I have there are various persons who are important, for us. For rather than discussing all of them, we are going to discuss the important ones from where we can find the questions in the exam. Okay, then next is, I will say, raw chief is again important. That is research and analysis wing. See, there are two agencies. One is RAW and other one is IB. So RAW stands for Research and Analysis Wing, and IB stands for Intelligence Bureau. Intelligence Bureau, Intelligence Bureau functions within India, so related to India. But RAW also, that is, gather intelligence related to other countries also. Am I clear? So RAW, that is agency's primary function, is gathering of foreign intelligence, counter terrorism, proliferation, advising Indian policymakers and advising India's foreign strategic interest. तो दूसरी कंट्रियों पे की इंटेलिजेंस करनी है, सो दैट इज रो. विद इन इंडिया, सो दैट इज आईबी, इंटेलिजेंस ब्यूरो. ओके, सो दोनों का फंक्शन अलग है और दोनों के चीफ के नेम भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. एम आई क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? ओके, सो रिसर्च एंड एनालिसिस विंग, headquartered in New Delhi. Current chief is Samant Goyal. Current chief is Samant Goyal. Very important name. Who is the RAW's current chief? So that is Samant Goyal. So you need to remember the name of the RAW chief. So that is Samant Goyal. Am I clear, friends? So the head of the RAW is designated as secretary in the cabinet secretariat and is under the direct command of Prime Minister. So of course I will discuss all these, who is cabinet secretary, secretariat. So we are going to discuss these also. Who reports to Prime Minister? So Samant Goyal, that is RAW's chief, is a secretary in cabinet secretariat, and he will report on administrative basis to cabinet secretary, and I think that is Rajiv Goba, and who will further report to Prime Minister. क्लियर स्टूडेंट? सो दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है, तो कैसे रिपोर्टिंग होती है, कैसे रिपोर्टिंग की जाती है रॉ से? सो दैट इज फर्स्ट टू कैबिनेट सेक्रेटरी एंड देन कैबिनेट सेक्रेटरी टू प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया. ओके, सो who is the current raw chief? That is Samant Goyal. So let's discuss about Samant Goyal also. So an Indian civil servant working as an intelligence officer and is of IPS cadre. ओके, सो एक आईपीएस हैं, और इनसे पहले जो रॉ के चीफ थे दैट वाज अनिल धसमाना. अनिल धसमाना, जो 2019 में इन्होंने रिप्लेस किया है अनिल धसमाना. ठीक है, ही बिलोंग्स टू पंजाब कैडर एंड वाज इन्वॉल्व इन द प्लानिंग ऑफ बालाकोट एयर स्ट्राइक. Okay, so he was involved in the planning of Balakot airstrike, and currently he is holding the post of, that is, chief of raw, new raw chief, that is Samant Goel. Okay, so that is an IPS, I will say, from Punjab cadre. Second is intelligence bureau. Second is intelligence bureau, IB. See, IB is India's domestic intelligence, internal security and counter intelligence agency. ठीक है, तो इंडिया के विद इन जो इंटेलिजेंस गैदरिंग का काम करता है, वो कौन करता है? सो दैट इज आईबी. ठीक है, सो हु इज द करंट डायरेक्टर ऑफ आईबी? सो दैट इज अरविंद कुमार. अरविंद कुमार. इनसे पहले कौन थे? राजीव जैन. इनसे पहले कौन थे? राजीव जैन. एम आई क्लियर? ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो ये कौन से उसके अंडर आता है? दैट इज कैबिनेट सेक्रेटरीट. नाउ दिस फंक्शंस अंडर, आई विल से, दैट इज मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स, एमएचए, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स. ओके, so again I will say Arvind Kumar name is very important. So Arvind Kumar is a 1984 batch IPS officer and is the director of intelligence bureau. So 2019 में इन्हें भी अपॉइंट किया गया था. इनसे पहले कौन था? राजीव जैन. इनसे पहले कौन थे? राजीव जैन. नेक्स्ट, चीफ ऑफ आर्मी स्टाफ, दैट इज जनरल मनोज मुकुंद नरवाने. एंड other than this, again one important, I will say, personality, that is vice chief of army staff. Vice chief of army staff, so that is one rank below. Vice chief of army staff is the deputy head and second highest ranking officer of Indian army. Okay, so क्या नेम है स्टूडेंट्स इनका? दैट इज लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल चंडी प्रसाद मोहंती. तो सर सबको पता है कि चीफ ऑफ आर्मी स्टाफ कौन है? जनरल मनोज मुकुंद नरवाने, एमएम नरवाने. नाउ अगर वाइस चीफ का नेम आ जाए, सो दैट इज दिस चंडी प्रसाद मोहंती. अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नेम. ओके, सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस नेम आल्सो. सो 1 Feb 2021 को ही इन्होंने ये ऑफिस अज्यूम किया है. नेक्स्ट इज LIC MD. LIC, Life Insurance Corporation. Again question can be asked. Okay, so who is the managing director? So Siddharth Mohanty recently was in news, so he took charge as managing director of LIC. So new managing director of Life Insurance Corporation of India कब अपॉइंट किया गया है इन्हें? 1 Feb. कब चार्ज लिया इन्हें? he took charge on 1 Feb. so that is Siddharth Mohanty. So again very important name. So LIC has 4 MDs and 1 chairman. Chairman is MR Kumar. Chairman is MR Kumar. Okay, so chairman MR Kumar, and there can be 4 MDs and recently appointed MD managing director, so that is Siddharth Mohanty. हेडक्वार्टर्स कहाँ है LIC के? मुंबई, महाराष्ट्र. कब फाउंड हुआ था? हाँ जी, ईयर इज इंपॉर्टेंट. एस्टेब्लिश कब हुआ है? 1956. अगेन अ क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड डायरेक्टली. सो LIC कब एस्टेब्लिश हुआ? 1956. ठीक है, रिसेंटली एक एमडी अपॉइंट किया गया है, हु टुक चार्ज, सो दैट इज सिद्धार्थ मोहंती, एंड चेयरमैन इज MR कुमार. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, PD वघेला, न्यू चेयरमैन ऑफ टेलीकॉम रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया, टेलीकम्युनिकेशन से रिलेटेड. सो दैट इज TRAI, चेयरमैन ऑफ टेलीकॉम रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया. तो जितनी भी आपकी ये कंपनीज हैं, लाइक एयरटेल, भारती एयरटेल, जियो, ठीक है, तो इन सबसे रिलेटेड आपके पास एक बॉडी है, दैट इज टेलीकॉम रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया. इनको कंट्रोल करने के लिए, रेगुलेट करने के लिए, सो न्यू चेयरमैन को किसको बनाया गया? दैट इज PD वघेला. अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इनसे पहले कौन थे? RS शर्मा. Next is National School of Drama, NSD. So when you go to, I will say, culture part in history, so there you study these institutes like Sahitya Academy, this National School of Drama. So again, this is important institution. So, National School of Drama is a theater training institute situated in New Delhi, India. ओके, सो इसके एस्टेब्लिश कब हुआ 1959 में. चेयरमैन कौन है करंट में? दैट इज परेश रावल, फेमस एक्टर परेश रावल. ओके, परेश रावल इज द करंट चेयरपर्सन ऑफ एनएसडी, सेटअप इन 1959. ऑटोनोमस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अंडर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कल्चर, दैट इज गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. सो आई थिंक फ्रेंड्स ये क्लियर होगा आपको. एनएसडी, नेशनल स्कूल ऑफ ड्रामा. देन Rakesh Asthana, again a very important name, again was in news. So, DG of BSF, Director General of Border Security Force. See, other than this Army, Navy, Air Force, we are having various paramilitary forces. So, for force, border security force, they are protecting our borders, international borders with other countries, these forces. So who is the current DG, that is Director General of BSF? So that is Rakesh Asthana. Okay, so that is again I will say important name. So that is a DG BSF. So I have seen many of the question papers in which questions has been asked directly, I will say, from these I will say the current directors of these forces. So one question is definitely asked. One question was definitely asked in previous year exams. Okay, so you need to have, so BSF formed in 1965. Okay, then headquarter New Delhi. मिनिस्टर दैट इज कौन सी मिनिस्ट्री के अंडर आता है? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स. डीजी कौन है? डायरेक्टर जनरल. सो दैट इज राकेश अस्थाना. सो दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. राकेश अस्थाना, डायरेक्टर जनरल बीएसएफ. सिमिलरली सीआईएसएफ, सेंट्रल इंडस्ट्रियल सिक्योरिटी फोर्स. तो जितनी भी मेट्रो स्टेशन हैं या और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की जितनी भी पीएसयूज हैं उसको जो सिक्योरिटी देता है, सो दैट इज सीआईएसएफ. सो दैट इज सीआईएसएफ का फंक्शन है ये, सेंट्रल इंडस्ट्रियल सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेज. सो अगेन किसके अंडर है? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स. ठीक है, एस्टेब्लिश कब हुआ है? 1969 में. एंड इसके जो डायरेक्टर जनरल हैं, सो दैट इज, इसके जो डायरेक्टर जनरल हैं दैट इज सुबोध कुमार जायसवाल. अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, सुबोध कुमार जायसवाल. सुबोध कुमार जायसवाल is again a important name. Rakesh Asthana BSF, Subodh Kumar Jaiswal, so that is CISF. Am I clear, friends? So this is again important for us. CISF again under Ministry of Home Affairs. Next, Central Reserve Police Force, CRPF. CRPF, you must have heard it about CRPF, Central Reserve Police Force. कब एस्टेब्लिश हुआ? 1939. फॉर्मेशन 1939. देन 1949. 1939 में भी था, 1949 आई विल से अकॉर्डिंग टू इंडिया. एंड करंट डायरेक्टर जनरल इज कुलदीप सिंह. Current Director General of CRPF is Kuldeep Singh, which is a very important name. So question can be asked from this. Okay. So other than this, CRPF having other, I will say, agencies like Cobra, RAF, Rapid Action Force, Parliament Duty Group, Special Duty Group. So there are various, I will say, agencies, various child agencies in which CRPF is involved. In which CRPF is involved. Okay. So that is DG is Kuldeep Singh. Again, very important, I will say. Then NSG, National Security Guard, NSG, Black Cat Commandos, you must have seen. NSG is a counter-terrorism unit under Indian Ministry of Home Affairs, founded on 1986. Founded in 1986. Okay, so some famous operations they have, that is Operation Blue Star, the Golden Temple attack, and assassination of Indian Prime Minister of Indira Gandhi. Okay, so this you must have heard about, that is Operation Blue Star. So NSG was involved in that. Okay, so that is important. So black cats, sometime NSG personals are known as black cats. Okay, so who is the DG of NSG? Director General M.A. Ganpati. M.A. Ganpati is also a important name. M.A. Ganpati. Again, headquarter New Delhi, parent agency Ministry of Home Affairs. Then Shashastra Seema Bal. So India's border, guarding India's border with Nepal and Bhutan. So that is there is a force. So that is Shashastra Seema Bal SSB. Established in 1963. Established in 1963. Okay, and again important for us, one of the Central Armed Forces under the control of MHA. Yes, Rajesh Kumar Chandra. That is Kumar Rajesh Chandra. That is Director General of Shashastra Seema Bal. Again very important. Again very important for us. Next one is Assam Rifles, oldest paramilitary force in India. Okay. Again, India Myanmar border. Since 2002, the force has been given the role of guarding the India Myanmar barrier. Okay, so Assam Rifles also important for us. Again, under MHA, and DG is that is Lieutenant General Sukhdeep Sangwan. Sukhdeep Sangwan is again a important name. Sukhdeep Sangwan. Assam Rifles Director General Sukhdeep Sangwan. Then these were some of the paramilitary forces whose director general are important for us. So students, one question can be asked from these forces also. So their director generals are important for us. RO, IB, then I will say Shashastra Seema Bal, CRPF, CISF, BSF, NSG, okay, and Assam Rifles. So these were some of the I will say uh, central armed police forces, so that are important for us. Okay, so their director generals are important for us. So again we will I will say, let's revise. Assam Rifles Director General Sukhdeep Sangwan. Then we come to this SSB, I will say, that is Rajesh Kumar Chandra. Then NSG MA Ganpati, important for us. Then CRPF, I will say, that is this Kuldeep Singh. And CISF, I will say, that is this Subodh Kumar Jaiswal, CISF. BSF, Rakesh Asthana. Rakesh Asthana we have discussed. Okay. So these are some more important names. So from where you can get the questions. Again, important I will say body. So that is UPSC, Union Public Service Commission. Okay. So who is the current chairman of Union Public Service Commission? That is Professor Pradeep Kumar Joshi. So who is the current chairman of Union Public Service Commission? So that is Professor Pradeep Kumar Joshi, who will retire in 2022. Again, very important name. Then Central Board of Film Certification. It is a statutory film certification body, that is non-constitutional body in Ministry of Information and Broadcasting of Government of India, tasked with controlling or regulating the public exhibition of films under the provisions of Cinematograph Act 1952. तो इसके जो चेयरपर्सन है दैट इज परसून जोशी. परसून जोशी is again an important name related to CBFC, Central Board of Film Certification. Okay, so recently one name was in news, so that is CEO. So CEO is Ravinder Bhakkar. CEO is Shri Ravinder Bhakkar. So that was in news. So that was in news. That is Ravinder Bhakkar. So you have to remember these two names. CEO of CBFC, Central Board of Film Certification. Films को certify करना है, certification control करना है, ठीक है, controlling the public exhibition of the films. So that is CBFC. हेडक्वार्टर का है मुंबई महाराष्ट्र. कौन सी मिनिस्ट्री के अंडर आता है? दैट इज मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग. एम आई क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? So Ravinder Bhakkar is again an important name, I will say, from current affairs point of view. Recently news, again a very important institute, that is FTII. कहाँ पर है? पुणे में है, महाराष्ट्र में. FTII. Sometimes questions directly asked. Question have been asked from this institute, that is Film and Television Institute of India. कहाँ पर है लोकेटेड? दैट इज पुणे महाराष्ट्र. कब एस्टेब्लिश हुआ था? 1960 में. माई क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? दोबारा से कौन सी मिनिस्ट्री के अंडर है? ऑटोनोमस इंस्टीट्यूट है, अंडर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग. ओके. एंड इस करंट चेयरमैन कौन है? दैट इज शेखर कपूर. हु इज द करंट चेयरमैन? दैट इज ऑफ FTII. Firstly, FTII location is important, that is Pune, Maharashtra. Then chairman is again important, that is Shekhar Kapoor. Okay, so these are some of presidents of FTII. So you must have heard these names: Shekhar Kapoor, Anupam Kher, Gajendra Chauhan. Okay, so Mahesh Bhatt, and other names are also there. So some famous names: Vinod Khanna. Some famous names are there who have been chairman of this. I will say that is Autonomous Institute, that is FTII. So current में कौन है? Shekhar Kapoor. Yes, again, very important bank for us. So that is State Bank of India. State Bank of India. And who is the current chairman of State Bank of India? So that is Dinesh Kumar Khara. Dinesh Kumar Khara is an important name for us. Question can be asked. Who is the current chairman of SBI? So that is Dinesh Khara. So the chairman of SBI is the chief executive officer of India's largest scheduled commercial bank. Okay. So that is this. दिनेश कुमार खारा. ठीक है, कब से हैं ये? 7 अक्टूबर 2020 से. सो दिनेश कुमार खारा इज अगेन अ इंपॉर्टेंट नेम फॉर अस. Again, very important name, I will say, in the history of SBI. So that is Arundhati Bhattacharya was also the first female chairperson of the bank and continues to be the only woman to have held that post. तो अगर क्वेश्चन ये पूछा जाए कि ये बताओ अभी तक सिर्फ एक ही फीमेल चेयरमैन हुआ है एसबीआई का, सो दैट इज अरुंधति भट्टाचार्य. अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नेम. करंट में कौन है? दैट इज दिनेश कुमार खारा. सबसे पहले कौन बने थे? दैट इज जॉन मैथई. जॉन मैथई. ठीक है. इनॉग्रल ऑफिस होल्डर was the Indian Railway Minister John Mathai, while PC Bhattacharya holds the unique distinction of having been in office for the longest time. ठीक है. तो पीसी भट्टाचार्य सबसे ज्यादा टाइम तक रहे थे इसके चेयरमैन. और इसके अलावा फर्स्ट कौन था? फर्स्ट चेयरमैन ऑफ एसबीआई, सो दैट इज जॉन मैथई. एम आई क्लियर? फर्स्ट फीमेल चेयरमैन, सो दैट इज अरुंधति भट्टाचार्य. एंड करंट में कौन है? दैट इज दिनेश कुमार खारा. अगेन, अर्लियर नेम वाज इंपीरियल बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. अर्लियर नेम वाज इंपीरियल बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. तो कुछ फैक्ट्स मैंने बताए हैं दैट इज रिलेटेड टू, आई विल से, एसबीआई. करंट चेयरमैन दैट इज दिनेश कुमार खारा. ओनली फीमेल चेयरमैन of SBI, so that is Arundhati Bhattacharya. Okay, first chairman, so that is John Mathai. ठीक है. देन अर्लियर नेम इंपीरियल बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. तो इतना काफी है यार. इसमें से एक क्वेश्चन अगर फैक्ट रिलेटेड अगर आई हैव टू आस्क, सो दीज क्वेश्चंस कैन बी आस्क्ड फ्रॉम एसबीआई. ओके. देन अदर देन दिस, so this is chairman of SBI. Term length is of 3 years. कब फॉर्म हुआ था एसबीआई? 1955. Next is Central Vigilance Commission. Central Vigilance Commission. See, every state has their own vigilance commissions. So for central government, you are having this CVC, Apex Indian governmental body, created in 1964 to address governmental corruption. Am I clear? So करप्शन के रिलेटेड एक बॉडी बनाई गई 1964 में. सो दैट वाज सीवीसी, दैट इज सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन. ओके. So current, I will say, that is current CVC, that is Central Vigilance. Current, I will say, chief of this CVC, so that is Sanjay Kothari. Central Vigilance Commissioner कौन है आज की डेट में? That is Sanjay Kothari, who is heading this CVC of India. Am I clear? Appointer is President of India. So Sanjay Kothari is the important name for us. Okay, so who is Central Vigilance Commissioner of India? So that is Sanjay Kothari. Again, a very important name, I will say, for us. Sanjay Kothari. कब बना था ये? 1964 में बना था सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन. ओके, टू एबोलिश करप्शन कौन सी कमेटी की रिकमेंडेशन पे सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन बनाया गया? सो दैट इज संथनम कमेटी। अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आई विल से फ्रॉम पॉलिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। ठीक है, सो दैट इज प्रिवेंशन ऑफ करप्शन, कमेटी ऑन प्रिवेंशन ऑफ करप्शन हेडेड बाय के संथनम। के संथनम इज अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस। A central vigilance commissioner, according to this, they in CVC there will be a central vigilance commissioner who is currently this Sanjay Kothari, and not more than two vigilance commissioner. Again, like in we have seen in Election Commission of India, one chief election commissioner and two election commissioners. The next is, I will say, that is Apex Bank. So that is NABARD, National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. Always a question asked from this bank. So this bank for rural development, for agriculture and rural development, the Apex Bank, the highest bank in India, is NABARD. Okay, so that is Dr. G.R. Chintala. Dr. G.R. Chintala is again a important name for us. So this is NABARD, I will say. NABARD formation date is important for us. So that is 1982. Year is important, that is 1982. NABARD का फॉर्म हुआ था 1982 में। पर्पस क्या है इसका? एग्रीकल्चर डेवलपमेंट, रूरल डेवलपमेंट, ठीक है, रीफाइनेंस, देन आरआरबी, यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड अबाउट रीजनल रूरल बैंक्स, ठीक है, उसको कंट्रोल करने का काम है इनके पास। हेडक्वार्टर कहाँ है? मुंबई में। हेडक्वार्टर कहाँ है? मुंबई में, ठीक है। और दैट इज G.R. चिंताला कौन है? इसके करंट चेयरमैन है। एम आई क्लियर स्टूडेंट? सो दिस इज अगेन इज important name for us. Okay, so I will say next we are having for international also some international organizations. So we will discuss some more names in the next class also. So like this, so this PDF I am going to share with you in the link in the description. You can download this and can revise these important personality names and the articles under which various constitutional bodies have been made and who are heading these constitutional bodies or statutory bodies. So there are various more personalities which we will discuss in the next class. So till then, students, keep watching your PDF, keep preparing. Thanks once again.